Welcome into the era of AI. Hello there and welcome in this very important lecture in which I want you to pay extra attention. Now, we're not touching in MidJourney yet, we're not experimenting with prompts yet, but there is some kind of theory that you have to get into your mind before going forward. So there is such a thing as the perfect prompt or the optimized prompt, because so many people, they teach you, oh, just go to MidJourney and type whatever it is, but they don't actually show you the specifics. Because MidJourney, when it was programmed based on certain laws and certain specifics. And so this is the formula for the perfect prompt. So there's the start, the middle, and the end. Now, for the start, you basically have to mention the subject matter, the camera angle. So if something you want to generate in that case is a person, then you have to say, describe the person. So if it's a man, you can say brown man with black hair, and you have to also indicate the camera angle, whether that be front image, front photo, close up, and so on and so forth. And then you move into the middle of the prompt. In there, you have to paste in the style. So in which style? Is it going to be cyberpunk? Is it going to be in the style of a horror movie? And so on and so forth. And then you mentioned the lighting. Lighting is super important because it can actually make or break your picture. And you're going to notice that when we discuss more about this. Then you have to mention about the genre. So is it a fantasy image? Is it a realistic image? And so on and so forth. And then the color grading. Which color grading do you prefer? And also one thing that people fail to miss is what camera has been used. So there's many cameras out there. And you can actually call for cameras. So because MidJourney is really amazing at this. So if you want your pictures to be high quality, go ahead and select the best camera out there for the type of picture you'd like to generate. And just take the reference of the camera, the name of the camera. For example, I'm saying this is just a speculation. Let's say it's Canon E802S. You can specify that inside of your prompt. And MidJourney will take that into consideration. It will give you the quality of an image, the same as the one that would be taken with that specific camera. Then mention the size at the end and so on and so forth. And I think that this is the perfect prompt that you have to follow. And one thing here that is extremely important before we move on into the MidJourney settings is that you have to understand that the more you go near the beginning, the more the weight of that description is going to be taken into consideration. Let me explain myself. The elements that are mentioned at the beginning, the subject matter, the camera angle, those get more weight, more weight value for MidJourney. As opposed to if you take them to the end, MidJourney is going to actually focus on the elements at the start more and is going to not focus so much on the element you put in the end. So if you're maybe want to get a person with hyper-realistic features, like a real individual, like we're going to do, you have to make sure you describe the person at the very beginning, not at the end of the prompt. Because if you do so at the end of the prompt, then you're actually not really going to get what you wanted. And you're going to get something very different than if you do it in this order. So it's an order of difference. Go the most important features that you want to be in your image, mention all of them at the start, max, middle, but never mention them at the end, because that is not going to take or get as much importance in MidJourney when generating the image. I hope I make myself clear, and I will see you in the next lecture about settings.